Welcome back to the Express at Granville Island. Ever wonder where the big ideas come from? If you think that this area used to be all industrial and now it's a tourism hotspot, or earlier hanging out with my friend Grant, a pro photographer who loves to sail, turned that into a roving fashion photo studio? Yeah, well, on today's West Coast Style, we meet a couple of local designers who had an innocent afternoon of thrift shopping that turned into a brand new clothing line, one that's been dressing Vancouverites with fashion and function for over 10 years.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style is brought to you by Pacific Center.
The West Coast is one of the most beautiful places on the planet, and I'm on the hunt to make sure that the people here look just as good as where they live. I'm Mana Mansour, and I'm a lifestyle journalist searching for the most cutting-edge fashion and beauty hotspots, deals, and tips, all in our own backyard. I'll do the shopping so you don't have to. This is West Coast Style. We all know that as Vancouverites, we love our casual street style, but that doesn't mean it can't look good.
Oh, I love the color, it's beautiful.
On today's West Coast Style, it's our next local designer spotlight on women's streetwear brand GentleFawn. Founded in Vancouver almost 10 years ago by real-life couple Daniel and Carla Hogg, GentleFawn has now become a household name, selling their nature in the city look in more than 600 stores across North America.
We wanted to create something that was different than what was in the marketplace, a lot more fashionable.
When you think of your brand, you automatically think of the lovely little fawn symbol that you guys have. So how did that all come to be?
We had actually been antiquing one day and we came across a little ceramic fawn. It was $1 and I had to have it. It was just really cute. So as soon as we got that, Danny just said, you know, that's it, we're going to call it Fawn.
The gentle part of their name came when the Hoggs couldn't trademark fawn, as it's also the name of the color. But with taking inspiration from serene California beaches, Daniel threw in gentle and the brand was born.
Our girl is, you know, looking for something that is feminine and pretty, but there's always that edge to it.
How does a collection get put together from idea to inception?
Well, I mean, it starts with our talented team of designers, and then we start to put together mood boards. This is kind of, you know, where it starts.
But not where it ends.
This print was designed by you guys by hand on a computer and then imprinted onto the fabric.
Yeah.
So it's all original.
Yes.
I think we need to look at maybe replacing that one color.
Daniel and Carla utilize the talents of their team, not just electronically. Some manually paint out print ideas the traditional way, on paper. With all these unique prints defining and enhancing the GentleFawn brand, I just had to see it all up close by trying it on naturally.
This is our kimono floral piece, which is very lightweight, chiffon, and just really nice and breezy.
It's very light.
Yeah, it feels beautiful on. And then you've got a nice mauve tank top that just pairs back to everything. And then you've got our 1x1 rib essential skirt that really you can layer under everything.
For those girls with the big booty, it's very good because it hugs everything and it doesn't, you know, it fits you like a glove. You have these great, fun, fashion-forward clothes that are still very affordable. How important is that accessibility to you?
It's very important for us, you know, competing with the larger stores. It's important to have a look and a brand that's on point, both on trend and with price.
We can really relate to the girl who buys GentleFawn. She's very fashionable and she's very stylish, but that's not the only thing that she wants to spend her money on.
But I definitely spend my money on this number.
The Atlas dress.
This is one of the graphics that we've developed here that's unique to GentleFawn, and I think it looks great. It looks awesome on you.
Oh, thank you.
GentleFawn is still very much growing and becoming a staple Canadian line carried in new retailers around the world. A great journey that all began right here in Vancouver with an afternoon of antique shopping and one special ceramic fawn. I'm Mana Mansour for West Coast Style.
Pacific Center's West Coast Style has been brought to you by Pacific Center.
The website is GentleFawn.com to find out what stores you can find their spring-summer collection in now. I love this time of year, not just the change in weather, but also because it's music festival season. 2012 marks the 27th year for the Vancouver International Jazz Festival. It also marks the year that the opening weekend is moving on from Gastown into a new village venue.
The Vancouver International Jazz Festival is in its 27th year and continues to evolve, expand, and include more of the city.
We are proud to announce today that with the support of the City of Vancouver and the Province of British Columbia, we will be relocating the opening weekend of the TD Vancouver International Jazz Festival from Gastown to downtown.
The location change also accompanies the creation of an arts and music village, including food, dance classes, kids' activities, and much more.
We feel like we're really moving into the center of the city, the historic core, and the Bay represents that, and this is really as close as Vancouver has to a town square.
I always thought, wow, what a great city, you know, that people are coming out to support the arts, and I just thought that it would be a no-brainer for the Jazz Festival to do something like that, and here we are.
For newcomers to the festival, opening weekend and the entire lineup now include a wide variety of acts beyond what may be expected at a jazz festival.
We've got all styles of jazz, you know, plus roots music, various world music traditions, some indie, some electronica. So if you actually come down and check out what's happening here on the opening weekend, we have 20 amazing shows.
There's nothing like hanging out and getting a little taste of all the free concerts that they put together.
For a full schedule of who will be playing when and where, along with all other festival details, visit vanjazzfest.ca. I'm Paul McLellan in Vancouver for The Express.
The website is vanjazzfest.com. The festival runs from June 22nd until July 1st. In recent years, the festival has attracted over 500,000 attendees, including us. We're big fans on The Express, and you can watch for our Vancouver International Jazz Festival special coming up at the end of June. In the meantime, watch for these stories about making dreams come true. The Knocking Hunger event. Neighbors helping neighbors in the sea to sky.
It fits together beautifully.
Capital Direct Dream Homes. Luxury living in Canada's most expensive city. The Express. We are your local voice.
The Express is brought to you in part by Plum, fashion supplier to host Johanna Ward.
Welcome back to The Express at Granville Island. This is the life, isn't it? The sun is shining, the water is sparkling, there's live music playing. But if you really want to talk luxury living, we've got 3 little words for you on today's Capital Direct Dream Homes. Cole Harbour Condo.
Downtown Vancouver, the economic and cultural heart of British Columbia. Surrounded by picturesque mountains, water, and green space, this roughly 2 square kilometers of land ranks among the world's most expensive in terms of property values. Today, we're heading to the ultra-exclusive neighborhood of Cole Harbour, where we'll check out what modest luxury looks like, if modest for you means anything under $5 million.
Tim.
Good to see you again.
Great to see you again. Glad you could make it.
Beautiful building.
You're going to love this. Sky-high living, and this property is on the market for $3.8 million.
Wow. Can't wait to see it.
Let's go check it out.
This is the brainchild of world-renowned architect James Chung, the mastermind behind Vancouver's Shangri-La Hotel. This stylish 3-bedroom condominium was thoughtfully designed to maximize its 2,500 square feet of living space.
This is the classic floor plan where you've got these massive spaces, huge ceilings, which give you that sense of openness, especially with the surrounding views. It's a beautiful perch to look out at downtown Vancouver.
The kitchen is equipped with Miele appliances and stainless steel countertops, which have become standard in luxury buildings. And the cabinetry is all customized using imported material.
When you're in a condominium, you want to make sure that you use your space effectively, and that's exactly what Snaidero of Italy specializes in. So all of your cabinetry is very carefully designed in Italy specifically for the space, and it's solid oak cabinetry that's flown here and fitted. It fits together beautifully.
But being economical with space doesn't mean you have to be economical in the detailing.
So from the entranceway, we have these beautiful Italian tiles, pure wool carpet, and oak banisters that lead upstairs in the massive 20-foot foyer. Check it out, Tim, the master suite.
Great amount of space here.
It's huge. Yeah. And then, of course, the big ensuite. Soaker tub, 2-head shower, walk-in glass, and all the limestone.
Back downstairs, the dining room boasts gorgeous views of Burrard Inlet and the Vancouver Convention Center. But the best thing about this executive suite is the patio, with its ample space for you to take in all the sights and sounds of this vibrant city.
It's difficult to find patio space in Vancouver that's of any substantial size, so having 600 square feet with an ocean view is incredibly rare.
Sleek, spacious, and at the center of it all. When you're living the fast-paced urban lifestyle, this is what luxury looks like. I'm your host, Jim Chung, and join me next time on Dream Homes.
The price tag on that condo, $3.99 million. Wow. And from one end of the spectrum to the other, another number that seems staggeringly high, the number of Canadians who can't make ends meet or put food on the table. Over 900,000 every week go to the food banks. And we want to say thank you to everybody who participated in our Together is Amazing Fill the Food Banks fundraiser, especially those who participated in the first annual Knocking Hunger event in Whistler. We're going to check back in with Nicole Fitzgerald to see how things went.
Well, Johanna, we had an incredible show of community support. The Whistler Food Bank has really been struggling this year. Funds are down, donations are down, and they're currently operating at a deficit of $22,000. So it was wonderful to see so many community members rallying around such a great cause.
I'm really hoping that we can spread awareness about what the hunger issues are in Whistler.
And that's why 24 volunteers came out to canvass local neighborhoods with 600 blue bags as part of the first annual Knocking Hunger Food Drive in Whistler, an event in honor of Hunger Awareness Week.
We've partnered up with Shaw's Together is Amazing program and the food bank to raise awareness about the food bank and to raise food and funds. And we're doing that by going door to door through the community, chatting to people about the need in Whistler, and seeing if they're able to contribute.
The Whistler Food Bank is currently operating at a deficit of $22,953. Funds are needed, food too, but this event was more than just a call for help. It was an opportunity for conversation.
And one of the main purposes of this food drive and fundraiser is actually just awareness building. So first and foremost, that's what I want to do, is just educating people about who uses the food bank and why. A lot of people think that the food bank in Whistler is misused. They have this idea that a lot of young adults use it as a way to subsidize their lifestyle in Whistler. And while it's true that the majority of the food bank users are young adults, those are the people in Whistler that primarily have their hours cut first and lose their jobs first.
Local organizations such as Whistler Council, RCMP, Fire Rescue, and Rotary, as well as countless individuals, gave up a few hours of their time to rally to the cause. Local businesses such as Hosteling International Whistler, The Husky, and Alpine Market also hosted neighborhood drop-off sites for the week, making it as easy as possible for people to donate.
I'd really like to thank all the volunteers that are coming out tonight.
Hey, how's it going?
Every person counted. Every business and bag made a difference. Each helped knock hunger to the ground. Last year, the food bank reached out to 2,900 residents. 456 of them were children. Hopefully, one less child will go hungry tonight.
We're always in need of food and money to run the program, so I would love it if people are able to donate to be able to give us a little bit. That would be wonderful.
Giving hope one bag at a time. From Whistler, I'm Nicole Fitzgerald for Shaw TV.
Thank you to everyone who participated in the Knocking Hunger event. A special thank you to Araxi, the Rimrock Elements, and the Wildwood for making the event such a success. And a huge thank you to everybody who clicked on our Together is Amazing Fill the Food Banks video. We met our mark, meaning Shaw's donating $250,000 to the food banks, and Campbell's is matching it with 250,000 pounds of food. Yeah, you're watching The Express. We've got your FYI on local events.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI is presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision, an ICBC Valet accredited repair facility.
Hive, the Newbies 2 running at the Chapel Arts Centre, brings together 12 emerging companies, including theatre, dance, and music, to create and perform a short reflective piece. Test your mad skills at the NSCU Squamish Test of Metal on June 16th. A 67K cross-country mountain bike race with over 1,200 meters of climbing and 35 kilometers of single track. The Vancouver International Children's Festival celebrates its 35th anniversary on Granville Island, May 29th through June 3rd, with world-class puppetry, theatre, music, and art.
Radar's Quality Assured Collisions FYI was presented by Radar's Quality Assured Collision.
And there's always something happening down here at Granville Island, whether you're picking up spot prawns at Fisherman's Wharf, enjoying the constant live music and live theatre that happens in and around the island, or those monthly special dinners at Edible Canada. You're watching The Express, and we want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.